So we are going live with the game in just a moment. Guys, it is happening right now. This is the most anticipated game in a long time. It's Strenx versus Cooler here in the FACEIT number 21 semi-finals.
And after Cooler's last performance on the air, I gotta say this Strenx has the upper hand.
Yeah, and he's, again, Cooler got the exact same spawn, which is really a trashy spawn, but he actually did manage to hit the grenade this time, so hasn't worked out too bad, and he's going to push in and deny the LG from Strenx, which is good. And I think Cooler would have done a lot more damage there if maybe his rockets were obviously a little bit better.
That's such a bad weapon from Strenx, and Cooler just brutalizing it.
What was that?
Done really well there to sort of have the bad position and then have the bad spawn and then still come back and get the first frag, so that's really impressive.
It looks like Cooler's waiting for this mega health. He might have to make a dash over to red, but he doesn't even do it.
Misses the red.
Oh wow, so it's still there.
Cooler doesn't go for it.
Direct.
Yeah, he wouldn't have taken that rocket, but he hits a nice rocket rail. He wouldn't have taken that rocket if it wasn't for missing the red, so Cooler going to try and push in for this yellow, I'd say, and he does and gets the frag, so very nice movement.
What power you wanted, by the way?
I'm on Cooler's pop at the moment, just seeing him taking down Strenx. And it's going to be red that's coming up next. LG fights Strenx, rips him apart.
68% LG.
I was on Cooler pod and it just looked like he had the advantage and then he was dead.
Just looked awful.
That was immense. Mega health, Cooler's gonna go for it. Strenx fighting back with a lightning gun. Rockets from Cooler are good. Some second one misses.
That's a prediction.
Oh, it's mutual frag.
That's really good for Cooler. I mean, he hasn't got an ideal spawn, but he could make it work here with some good rockets. Strenx definitely got the better one though.
Cooler's still looking for the rocket shots.
Push him off the red.
Oh my god, that rocket almost did.
That was so close. And Strenx is diving down. Cooler's eventually going to back off of this yellow armor. Got to avoid any rail angle. Mega up in just a moment. Just spamming that those grenades onto it. Oh, but the rocket lift! Self-kill.
Good prediction by Strenx. But he knew that Strenx Cooler was going to try and attack that. And he actually switched to rockets at a good time and hit it.
Well, Cooler isn't letting Strenx stack up too much. He's always there to try to give some damage. And he needs to do some damage before Strenx gets the yellow. It's gonna be okay. There it is.
Good
the
shot.
rail.
That was very much needed. 100-100 for the Frenchman who got red and mega up at the, almost the same time. Think this is gonna have an impact?
Cooler is already on the red.
Cooler up there a bit early. If Strenx gets in here and gets under, which is what he does, he could have hit that.
Even let him get the. Oh my god, amazing.
Oh, is there going to be a close range rail? No, he can't hit it. Strenx is going to maintain his lead. There are health bubbles. Quick jump over to red. Very nicely played by Strenx. And
you
now...
can't even try to predict who's going to win the fight, because they're amazing in this fight.
And Strenx looking for the spawn kills. Cooler was over by the green and rocket. He's picked up LG now. He's got health bubbles next to him. He does use those resources, but Strenx takes him out. He's still fairly weak. And actually the machine gun right now is looking like a difficult thing to combat. But Strenx still gets this frag. Nicely bullied away. Wow.
An amazing red light Strenx.
3 rails in a row, and he gets the 4th. Cooler down once more.
That was really impressive by Strenx to jump across rather than go through the teleporter so that he could get an opportunity for damage, which had enabled him to sort of have a chance of defending the red. Whereas if he didn't go for that, then
Get Cooler.
he would have died.
The MG.
I think it was well read by Cooler. He knew he was low, and he knew he was low for a while. He eventually got the payment.
In the map, you know, he has guns. Strenx doesn't have any guns, but he lets him get up to the red a bit too easy there. Maybe if he was standing there with LG, he would have been able to stop him. But yeah, nice rail.
Yeah, could use 1 or 2 more of those. And Cooler really pole position with the stack at the moment. See what he can do with that.
He's really got to get into red, which is what he's actually managed to do now. And if Strenx sticks around, he's going to die.
Strenx should be there. He just gave all the control to Cooler.
Yeah, and he even hit that midi, and he still didn't really have a realistic chance. But that's a really good, important round too. Oh, attacking.
The dodge.
Strenx definitely shouldn't be doing that because I don't think his rockets are strong enough to really be trying such a thing, especially when he's on like 60 ping, you know. Whereas he should have just sort of waited back, you know, have the rocket launcher. I don't think the Strenx knew that. I mean, Cooler knew that Strenx had the rocket launcher, so he could have used it to his advantage, but he sort of attacked a bit too early. But he has actually managed to get up on the red, which is quite impressive.
Punished, though. You gotta say, he'll have very little of that 100 armor that the red armor granted him. Oh, and the lightning gun finish. Cooler brings it to a 2-frag game, and we're just about to hit the halfway mark. Still game on between these two. Nice rocket. Strenx missing his grenades. Does a bit of rocket damage, but Cooler rejuvenating his stack with that mega, and probably a red in a moment. Oh, almost getting this frag. Just about. I was scared
really
there.
Impressive work by Strenx to do so much damage, but then it sort of hasn't worked out so well yet. I mean, that's a really important shot for him to hit, because now he can sort of go for his contest, whereas before he couldn't really defend anything. Whereas now, with all the items coming up, it's sort of close. Actually, Strenx has more health HP. He just doesn't
he can
have
get
the right
one of the
guns.
bigger items now.
Yeah, he'll definitely get mega here. So maybe even try to pressure this red, which will be good for him if he can with a shot. Which he has. So.
It is
Another
60 ping versus 50 ping, by the way. Strenx on 60, Cooler on 50.
Yeah, big damage by Strenx. That was really impressive.
Oh, Cooler's just a bit too quick there with the prediction. Waited a flash of a second. He may have got it. Here's looking for some dodge. Strenx taking a lot of rockets, but he gets the last one. And he's going to give him this red armor. That's an excellent boost to what was looking pretty down for him in these stages of Error Walk.
That was interesting weapon choice by Cooler to try and use rockets there when I think LG was he tried to use LG when I think rockets was probably the correct gun. So maybe that could have worked out better if he was using rockets.
Oh, Cooler here with another fire. He decides to drop down, just kind of whittling away Strenx's armor stack. And there is red again. Is it a trap? No, I can see the head of Cooler just there. But he runs off, so Strenx found the moment, found the window. Picked up that armor, but yellow here. Oh, Cooler's looking for it, but he's in a bad position. Strenx catching him out. This is surely going to be yellow. He had red, then yellow, and now mega. He's got greens if he wants it. This is
going to be really
horrible.
Tough for Cooler from here. Like, really tough to win this game. I mean, Strenx is probably going to have the red here, and then also have Cooler with nothing. And if Strenx can hit a rail here, I mean, it's going to be really, really, really hard for Cooler.
Absolutely. Let's have a look. Strenx just looking for some angles. Cooler being passive. He might even kind of just wait around for another yellow or something. Do you think that's a possibility?
It is, but it's gonna be tough because Mega's first, and then Strenx will want to try and attack the yellow. But he's actually managed to steal Mega, which is really good for him.
I wasn't expecting that. Strenx was maybe a bit too far away from it.
Didn't do any significant damage there. So, Cooler has an opportunity.
Cooler's done really amazingly well to actually come back in this, and this is now his opportunity if he can get onto the red. Which, if Strenx jumps for it, then Cooler's got to do some damage here. And his rockets weren't exactly strong, so...
Strenx had no benefit from that red, really. He already had 200 armor. And Cooler looking for some rockets, finally hits a good one. We've got Mega up in just a couple of seconds. Is the fight going before that? It is! Cooler takes him down. Strenx congratulating of that. Oh!
And Cooler's using the wrong gun. I think rockets was the correct gun again there. Maybe he should have used them and he would have got the frag and the red, but... Still, this is not. It's a better position than he was in like a minute ago, where like he was sort of out of control. I mean, now he's attacking, so I'd say that's going to be it there, right? It's going to be really, really, really tough.
10 seconds till Mega. Cooler being really aggressive as Strenx is going to take him down 14-9. And yeah, as you're saying, I mean, it looked like Cooler was like, damn it, I lost my opportunity. And I think maybe he would have had one more even if he did go down. But by now, 2-3 frags have happened.
He still theoretically could win this, but he needs to attack now. Like, he needs to get a frag right now.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot over to Cooler's point of view to see what he's going to show us. Strenx over there, he's hitting nice lightning gun. Might have to expect rockets.
I don't really think Strenx should be going for such rails like right now. I mean, he's just doing exactly what he's doing now, is just running. And now he does get the frag, so that's game over. If it wasn't already.
Yeah, Strenx, with those defensive rockets at the end, they were really nice, and Cooler couldn't respond much, because he just had to go for it, and the response was perfect. But this was Strenx's map, so don't be disheartened, Cooler fans.
T7 then?
Campgrounds.
No, it's the M6.
Okay.
People want to see the M6.
I think.
The M6 is also one of Strenx's favorite maps, so...
He used to be notorious for it. It used to be the map that no one could beat him on.
And except it was Cypher.
I think Cooler's probably the
true.
best player on DM6, like out of all the players, like, you know, tactically wise. But obviously Strenx one of the most dominant aimers on the map, so it could be an interesting game.
Yeah,
There's one thing that I really like about Strenx is, even though he's a really great aimer with his railgun and the lightning gun, when he has to finish a player, he won't try to use the railgun. He just goes straight up for the shotgun because he knows it's an easy frag.
Yeah, he uses shotgun a lot.
Yeah, that's really great to have such self-control.
GG guys. Final score
Like
19
we
to
saw
9.
in the Demon game. We saw in the Demon game, shotgun was the gun at a few critical opportunities, and Demon was going for rails. So sometimes, yeah, it can be obviously really good to go for the shotgun.
That's true. And Campgrounds next. It's going to be an interesting one to cast. I'm just thinking now of all those games we've seen before, some dismal failures by Strenx, losing to Cypher's comeback. I remember the IEM Classics, Rafa versus Cooler. You know, the way Cooler played there. This is going to be something special, I hope, and I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you're telling your friends, guys. We've got Cooler versus Strenx right now. Still,
are we switching servers? Or
2 maps possibly.
Oh no, it's his server because Strenx isn't picking 70.
Ping's fairly even.
He said he wanted to stay in the server, even though his ping is just a bit bigger than.
It's 60 versus 50. I mean, it's pretty even. I don't think these guys will find anywhere else that is more fair than that.
No, on the UK it
Even
was
so, it's very fair.
55 versus 60. But it's just for the hassle.
Yeah, this ping, it's not great, but it's like fair as you can probably gonna get. So.
That's true, guys. With map number 2 here, the FACEIT Sunday Cup number 21. Cooler and Strenx.
Cooler's really got probably the ideal spawn. It's
Yeah,
probably right at the LG.
Some people would actually go up for the rockets straight.
Yeah, definitely. I think going up for the rockets is good there because you cut off what they're probably most likely going to go for. But if they haven't got red,
Oh, and Strenx misses the railgun there.
He denied rail. That was so important. Strenx isn't going to have that resource. And here's the LG fight by Red, and Cooler demolishes him.
51 LG.
A pretty much perfect start for Cooler here. I mean, if he can get on this Mega, which he probably will because his strength's going to be there a bit early.
Oh, that was so close.
I don't think Strenx was ever going to win that fight. So, I mean, Cooler doing the smart thing here and not going for the yellow, which is what Strenx expects. So, we'll probably see him try and kill Strenx at the rocket launcher, which is what Strenx is going for now. So, really clever play by Cooler there.
So why is it better to not go for the yellow on that situation? I don't really
because
understand.
he would have lost position on the red if he had done that, and also he could have theoretically been railed by Strenx as well.
Yes,
so,
if he heard Strenx taking the rail, he wouldn't want to get railed by some crazy angles.
Yeah, it was really important that he did that, and it was really clever. I don't think I would have ever done that. I would have gone yellow as well. So it's impressive.
Out Cooler, Red Mega. He knows where Strenx is now. Picks up red armor. Stacks will be slightly more even, but Cooler still has some leeway.
Get the railgun eventually, but not yet.
Not this time. He hears yellow.
Think Cooler's happy with this 2-frag lead. You know, he's not going to do anything risky, and exactly right now he could almost win this fight, but it's going to be tough.
Look at his dodge. You can see how much focus he puts in on it, and Strenx definitely suffers because of it. But is it? Here's the plasma. Could it take him out? Strenx gets on.
Strenx managed to get that red. Like it looked like Cooler was on it to me.
I thought Cooler had it as well. But it should be a yellow for Cooler, but what?
I think Strenx should have known that that's where Cooler was going to be.
Yeah, if anything, he should have rocket jumped up or not even go for it at all.
Was he like itching his nose or something? That was just bizarre how he was so easily caught out. And now Cooler is going to have a massive stack compared to Strenx.
What Cooler should probably do is grab this red, then go for the railgun, and then hopefully do some damage on the yellow, which is exactly what he's probably going to do.
So look, he's going to that area. Oh,
this is perfect.
Snippet of LG.
So now he'll be able to grab Mega and then excellent attack actually to try and do damage before the red. A lot of players would sort of just go back to the red and let Strenx sort of go where he wants to go, but he's really forced the issue and really attack there, and it's really going to work out well because he's going to be able to get to the yellow in time to be able to do damage if he grabs the red and rocket jumps, which actually he's not going to do. So maybe a missed opportunity for Cool.
Almost gets that rail.
He's got his position, so it's not too bad. One rail landing, so Cooler definitely dealing the damage that's required. And we've got Mega up next.
On this map, this is a horrible position to be in for Strenx. Oh, he actually attacks. So that's even worse now, honestly. But that was a horrible position to be in, where you've just been railed, you've just grabbed the yellow, you've got nothing coming, you've got no guns, you know.
And Cooler knows he did a really bad decision there. Just saying, nice one.
So Cooler's again holding position, you know, and now he's going to try and deny, you know, guns from Strenx because he knows that Strenx doesn't have rockets. He doesn't have rail. So we'll see where Strenx decides to go and what Cooler decides to do to cut him off.
This map is a bit weird in that sense, where you only have one spot to hit rockets, whereas in most maps you have 2 or 3 spots to get the rocket.
Cooler is outplaying him vastly at the moment, though. I mean,
Yeah, I
just
think Strenx was trying a bit, you know, optimistic in the fact that he could outshaft Cooler really hard there, and he didn't. And that's interesting that Cooler didn't do much damage there with the shaft.
oh, he's gonna take the jump up. He's getting surprised by the rocket, but no, Strenx reacts accordingly.
They're lagging. Can you time out?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I thought that was me for a second. Well defended by Strenx, but it's lucky for him. I think if he lagged just a second before, we would have
To
seen
be honest, in the fight, I don't
rage.
think that he did lag. So yeah, that was work.
Trying to wait for Cooler's approval.
I don't know about Cooler dying there. I think the thing is you sort of think
There we go.
that it can work out, that you know, you denied the yellow, but what Cooler doesn't have now is guns, so he's going to have a tough time defending this red.
I don't
if Strenx rushes over.
Yeah, I don't think Cooler should have gone for that rocket jump. It could have worked out perfectly, but now he gave too much for Strenx to work with.
I mean, I think that timeout sort of maybe screwed with what Strenx was going to do, because I think he should have really rushed red there, but he didn't.
Yeah.
So it has worked out for Cooler, but this, again, Cooler doesn't have any guns. He has nothing. He has LG.
Oh, he's gonna go
Oh,
there. That's awful.
See, this is
punished.
why Cooler didn't want to die there. He could have had rail. He would have had rockets still. Strong rockets though. Wow.
Demolished there. Cooler's going to be able to keep his lead. It is 6-4. Got the red.
I'm actually really surprised Strenx didn't just grab the shaft and rush through the shotgun to attack that. To attack the red before Cooler got there. I mean, I think that's the sort of thing that maybe Evil type player or Guard would have definitely tried to do. So yeah, Cooler, he's getting all the items now, and I mean he doesn't have LG, which is what he needs, but he should be able to get that. I mean, he is on that side.
I think spamming down for red is in order. Doesn't want to let Strenx get the red for free, and I think he just did. Gonna go to yellow, but he's gonna be careful. There might be some shots from the side. He escaped it. Oh, it's from the other side. Cooler was anticipating it elsewhere. And does finally get lightning gun.
And again, this is where Cooler, he doesn't have any guns, you know, he doesn't have rail, and he's going to have a tough time getting onto this red.
That little jump. The epi jump.
That was like that's what noobs do. I'm surprised he did that. He's actually done
crippled
really,
him.
really amazingly well though to do the damage then, before he got the red, so then he could get the mega. So he delayed him for a sec there, which is really nice.
He's gonna
Again,
get
he
the
still
yellow.
doesn't have rail, so it's going to be tough.
Oh, trapped! Awesome move, and
Doing an amazing trap.
yeah, Strenx can't help but smile at that. That was some really clever moves by Cooler. Well predicted.
This is why he's one of the smartest players to ever
Wow.
touch this game.
No, he's played amazingly cleverly in this. Apart from, I think, that one mistake when he rocket jumped to the yellow. Apart from that, he's played this map very, very well.
Yeah. And I like how he just doesn't really pay that much attention to the yellow area. He kind of just, like, when he's in full control, it's like, that's your room to play, and I'll do everything else. Picking up one more frag, 8-4 now. Cooler,
Yeah, now he can
looking
get the
good.
rail. So that's clever that he went for damage before he went for the rail, because I think a lot of players would have gone rail, then Strenx would have had enough time to get, you know, that 150 armor, and then maybe make an attack on one of these mega or the red, where now he's got everything, and now he's got Strenx trapped as well. So
As you can see, up, there's machine gun out for the Frenchman. 9-4. It's going up and up at the moment, guys. It looks like if it continues this way, I don't want to jinx it. We could be seeing a tiebreaker.
it's going to be tough for Strenx to win this. It's going to be very tough.
He's up versus a 200-200 Cooler with all the weapons.
Yeah, that's the major thing in my opinion, is that actually Strenx actually does have the rail. The major thing for me before that was that he didn't have any guns, so now he can actually sort of get one of these items. And the thing is, if he gets Mega, he should be able to get the YA as well. And he does have rail, so he won't be able to have that all shaved off. So it'll be interesting to see if he can. He's actually going for the.
Oh,
Oh my god!
But he
What?
managed to get the red. Wow.
See, you might think that that was quite a mistake for him to sort of go for that red, but he knows that with 5 frags down, it's going to be tough. So he needs
Yeah, he
to
needs
take
to
a
do this
risk.
kind of
Yeah,
risky
so he
situation.
needed to do that. So it almost worked out.
I thought that was a good move by Strenx, to be honest, and Cooler was just a little bit, you know, not paying
Yeah, no,
attention.
It was sort of a risky move, but it was the sort of move that he needs to do, or
Yeah.
he needed to do to win the map. So he could have done either, and it would have been okay.
It almost worked. Cooler was on 5 health. It couldn't have been much
Yeah.
closer.
Yeah, obviously, if you weren't losing for so many frags with so little
Yeah.
time left, the better move would be to stick down with the railgun and try to hit.
Yeah.
There it is, Cooler shafting it up against Strenx. It's a difficult position for him, but a nice rail. It's gonna
They say
clean it
that
up.
they have nice aim, but really, that was some scandal.
I don't really think it was a wow moment. It looked like a shot that he made looked harder than what it was, but
Yeah.
it was still like a really important shot for him to win. Not really in the context of the game, but obviously for the fight. Because I think this game timeout because someone lagged.
Exactly.
So,
It's okay. But I think this game is definitely over now. Like eight frags. It's gonna be tough. Really
I
tough.
hope people don't rage at me because I paused for Strength and not for Cooler. Because I was writing pause, but he came back way too soon.
And clever by Cooler not to go for that mega there. That's really clever.
Strength is
if he
still
went
going
for
for
that-
it.
You really can't go for that mega or anything now.
Oh, Cooler, you're AFK already? Is this wise? It's now just 5 a difference. Suddenly it's mounted very
Well,
quickly.
I've seen Sturmy playing versus Avik here, and he did 5 frags in 40 seconds.
Yeah.
It's doable, but I can't see it happening versus Cooler. I mean, he's playing quite well now, like doing the right thing. Like for the first 3 or 4 frags, he wasn't.
Look
but now he's
at Cooler, look at Cooler. Strength saw him,
Yeah,
Thanks, Sean,
he
yeah.
saw him there.
definitely knows he's there.
but he can
5
blindly
frags.
drop down Cooler's shaft
5
like
frags,
that.
50 seconds from here, it's game over.
Yeah.
No way Strength's can do it.
No, I think Cooler woke up and was like, I think I'll give you like a glimmer of hope, but not any actual real hope.
It was almost doable for a split second there, but then Cooler got away there, and that was it. So
Yeah, more or less. So, guys, we're going to go to a tiebreaker map. That one's going to be on Furious Heights.
seems whenever I say like it's impossible, the other player wants to make it so it's almost possible. It's
Yeah, they're fighting
all
against you, man.
purpose.
They're listening. GG, guys. And I think this is basically going exactly where we wanted it to. I wasn't really predicting I thought Strenx might have taken down Cooler, to be honest. That was such a strong Campgrounds performance. It's, I don't know, really difficult for me to comprehend. I was learning a lot just by watching that game and listening to you, Phrase, because that was so well played by Cooler.
No, Cooler played that excellently. I think one mistake he made was rocket jumping for that YA, which was it was a risk, and it did have like an ultimate reward if he hadn't killed him. But I think it was too risky at that point of the game.
It's more of
and
an
he
ego
shouldn't have done
battle there.
Hmm.
Wanted to show Strength who's the boss.
that. Who's DMC master?
Exactly. D7 for the last map. This is gonna be great stuff. It's
But the
also
big-
one of their both players' favorite map.
The biggest thing that new people should learn from Cooler playing there was he always went to the bridge and stuff when red was up in 10 seconds so that he could always have position for it and never be out of position. So instead of going for the YA, going for the rail, he was always in position for that red, which was, it sort of really played in his hands. So that worked really well for him.
Yeah, I don't think
Which was really clever.
many do that, to be honest.
No, I would never do that. I'm pretty much of a noob at DM6, but anyway.
Well, let's get into
go.
game, guys. Tiebreaker map between Strenx and Cooler here on Furious Heights. We're gonna follow Cooler off the beginning. I think we followed Strenx off the beginning of the last two.
Yeah,
And,
good even spawn. This is going to be good for Cooler because he's going to get all the guns straight away, which is really important. I mean, Strength, I know he's a high level player, so he could know that Cooler doesn't have rocket launcher now, and he might wait back in the other room, in the mega room, because that might be where Cooler's going to go for the rockets. So if he was back there, he would have been able to do damage, because Cooler's probably going to go there. Yeah, but he would have been out of position for red then, so yeah, Cooler is out of position now, so Strength will be able to get this.
Here's Cooler, but he doesn't know exactly where he is. Cooler is his lower level. If he would have stick around, he would have got the rail and possibly even more damage.
Yeah, this is bad for Strength. He shouldn't be letting Cooler. He's sort of showing
Oh,
too much restraint. Too much respect. And now Cooler actually got unlucky in that fight, and he got knocked to the wrong side. But strong LG.
Oh,
Look at LG
He
like
was
that.
hitting 60 LG for half that fight.
That was really nice. And now he's going to be able to get the red. And Strength's in a bad position now. And Cooler delaying it, which is really clever, because now it won't be the same time as Mega. What he doesn't want is Strengths to hear this though, which he might now.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
cool.
going to, which sucks for
no.
oh, maybe not. No, he
hear-
didn't hear that. So that's excellent. That's a little bit of luck for Cooler, but like he
That
did do
Strength
the
is
right
gonna
play.
drop down on the red in 2
yeah,
seconds
exactly.
or so.
That's really excellent by Cooler. Next level maneuver.
There he goes. He's gonna. He's waiting for the red to be up. He's not gonna be up.
Direct
He knows he's gonna
rocket.
die for it and try and defend it, but he maybe not. He doesn't try to defend it, so that's clever. But yeah, he confused Strenx a lot with that, and he might do the same here, which he probably will because he doesn't want it to be at the same time. So.
And Cooler's still leaving that red up. And Strenx is dying to get some kind of solid timing for it. But he's not been giving anything at the moment. Rocket's coming from Mega Room. But he would probably have been sitting around that yellow area. I think Cooler's still okay with that red. There it is. Strenx is up there. Cooler looking to pin out this rail. He's gonna hit it. And he's still 200-200. I mean, like, let's have a look how much damage has been done. 142 in total by Strenx in the first 2 minutes of this game.
That's nothing.
Yeah, that's excellent rail there by Cooler, because now he's going to actually cut off to the middle, so he can go to the middle, so he can do some damage, and then go back for red. Ooh, and he's actually tried to...
Really
yeah, he's actually
nice.
got down, which wasn't what Strenx anticipated, so this is really good for Cooler, because he'll be able to go back and get the red armor, and then grab the yellow, and then rush Mega, and Strenx's going to have nothing, so
Yeah,
probably
I
going to
think
get the
it
next
would
frag.
be even better for Strenx if he had died there. Because now he doesn't have anything to play with. Mega's
I
gonna
know.
be up soon, but Cooler's gonna be there to defend it.
No, if Strenx can live here, then it's gonna be like okay for him because he didn't lose his guns, which is important, especially rail on this map.
He could just drop the rail and kill himself. But I don't think I've seen anyone do that.
Oh, Cooler
Like,
finds
drop
Strenx.
the rail
Whoa!
himself. Oh, sick rail.
That switch was absolutely awesome. And cool. I'm gonna have a look at the items we picked up. We've had 1 red, 1 mega from Strenx, 7 yellows, and just a lot more well-rounded for Cooler at the moment. Strenx is picking up the damage, but is he gonna be able to get any in this fight? Cooler, an easy frag at the top levels.
We'll see if Cooler's clever enough to... He should probably rush the rail here, which is what he's going to do, I think. But it hasn't worked out that because Strenx actually went the other way. But Strenx doesn't have guns at the moment, so that Cooler can definitely use that to his advantage.
See,
And he
Yeah,
does
that's the
little
first
rocket.
thing you have to think about before items, the guns, because even if you have 200-200, with MG only, you're not gonna kill someone with LG, unless they're really low.
That's really good play by Cooler to sort of go for that first. Go for the damage first. And
denied.
then go for the red. Rather than, like, you know, go for the red and then attack, because it's all free damage for him, because he's got items to pull back on, whereas Strenx has nothing. So, as you can see now, Strenx is, like, low, and he's got absolutely nothing to his name. Like, he's got 100 total, whereas Cooler's still fully stacked, even though he took that fight, and he was taken to be quite low.
Strenx is Cooler's on the hunt. He's found Strenx at the bottom level. Strenx is just with plasma gun, and Cooler is just making it look so easy every time he kills Strenx.
Yeah, I think Strenx is trying to play that defensive game, but then in critical moments he's sort of attacking or trying to stay in a fight rather than running, when maybe he should be doing the opposite. Like now, he shouldn't be in this fight, but he's in it, and now he's dead.
Some might say he should choose situation when to be aggressive and when to be not aggressive.
Exactly.
I thought it would be criminal if no one put it in. Here's another drop by Strenx. He gets the red armor. Cooler chasing him, and he should get this one as well. But now Cooler's
Like, he
weak.
shouldn't really be in that fight. I mean, he got the red, but then he can't really afford to stick around to fight because he has way less HP, and Cooler's not a noob that you can hit like 50% LG on and get hit by like 10%. So Strenx has really got to slow this game down for the next minute. If like, he's still got a chance to come back. Like, he can, but
This
he's not
could be
going
good.
to if he plays like this. And this is good. This is his opportunity.
So we're finally, it has literally been
Cooler
exactly
let him
5
get
minutes,
angry.
and now Strenx has control. So let's go over to Strenx to see what he's going to do, because we've seen Cooler a whole lot of time already, and I wonder if he's going to be able to really fire back the same way the Russian has the first half.
It is doable on this map in 4.5 minutes, 7 frags. Like, you can easily do that. But what he needs now is he needs to find Cooler, and he needs to get him weak before this red, I think. Got the red now, he needs to find him now. And he's gonna find him.
Oh,
So he
Cooler
needs
just
to
runs.
Cooler jumps.
Oh, he misses the jump and he's gonna get the rail for his troubles. Oh my
if
god,
he
he
hit
did
that,
really.
I would have died. It's clever by Cooler to drop down.
oh, look at this dodging by him. He's jumping all over the place. He even gets across. The lightning gun can't quite skim off the rest of his health, and Cooler might win a mega health here.
This is really impressive by
He won't,
Cooler.
but he'll
He's gonna
probably
get
win
the
the
red.
red.
Yeah, that's really top,
even better.
top level play. That's top level play by Cooler. As you saw with like, you know when he lagged, that's unfortunate.
That was
That's
nasty.
not lag attack, that's Matrox.
That sucks that he lagged there, but I think he would have
And
probably
Pavel
died there, but he
showing
would have
he's
done
not
more
happy.
damage.
Yeah. I mean, he did alright damage, but it wasn't quite the same. But either way, Cooler looks like he's just getting on with the task at hand. We've got red in a second, but he might go through. No, he doesn't. He's going to get on the red. Plasma coming out, and Strenx is very weakened. 1 health left.
Ridiculous plasma.
And
But I don't think
Thanks,
that was okay. Top 5 fail of the week. That guy suggested
sure.
it. That's
Strenx did
in.
that on purpose. Did
No,
he do
he
that on
definitely
purpose?
did.
He laughed.
Yeah, he said LOL, so he definitely didn't do that on purpose.
Okay.
He wanted that shot to go through.
Actually
That
worked out okay though, because now he has stack, so he needs to attack right now. He needs to frag right now, so he should just go Biscuit, go through the teleporter, you know, try and go for a frag. I think. Running out
Yeah,
of
he
time.
doesn't have much time left to play with.
He's got to stay in this fight until either he dies or
Wow.
Cool dies, and yeah, he did, but
A
at
good
least he's
switch.
giving himself an opportunity, you know.
And yes, guys,
my
this
God.
is the tiebreaker map. If you've just come with us, we are in the
Strenx
semi-finals.
can leave the room now.
Cooler is about
Get
to
the
get
red.
to the finals unless Strenx can make this 8 frag comeback in the next 2.5 minutes.
Well, if he can make that, would be very impressive.
It's not
Absolutely.
gonna happen.
And,
But yeah, back on the point of when Cooler stole that red, that was like quite a key point. It stopped Strenx's momentum. We saw Demon do exactly the same thing when he was in that position, only he didn't drop to the red. I'm not sure if that was bad timing or just he didn't have the sort of guts that Cooler might have had in that situation to go for it. So like, it's really important to be able to take advantage of your opponent's sort of mistakes or like anything they leave up. You got to really ram it in hard. Like, if they give you a slight opening, you've got to take full advantage. And like you
Absolutely.
see, like, the very top players will do it, but then the other players, the players just below them, they might not always do it sometimes. So that was really impressive by Cooler.
oh, and Cooler's going to catch out Strenx again. He decided to go easy on him and then just rip him to shreds with that lightning gun. 9 to
This was the
0
last
now.
map, right?
This
Yeah,
is this is the last one.
I want to see more.
Now Cooler is the master.
And you gotta say, Cooler's level of play on this map is really great.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
I wasn't
anyone
expecting
play
it.
this map as well as Cooler.
He's really got to grips with it massively. I mean, if he hadn't already before.
5 rails in a row, no problem.
That was some good work by Strenx, but a bit too, not soon enough really. And Cooler's just sitting here behind. He might go down. 10 health left. The shotgun looking to finish it, but Strenx firing the rockets down as well. But 10 health left. What are you going to do with that? Really, not much. Let's face it now.
Gonna die.
See how I did that. Oh, rockets! But no, I
Still
mean,
try to get a couple of frags, but
it's
he
just
can be happy for his performance on this FACEIT. I mean, without having played competitive play for as long as it did, it was, I don't know, 3 months or so.
yeah.
Yeah, and Cooler's been playing quite a lot recently, so
Yeah,
he's
Cooler's
obviously
been
going to be
really
a bit
active.
stronger.
That's right. I felt that Strenx was the favorite going into this. He's been playing pretty well recently, but it is kind of the way, like, this is Cooler versus Strenx. This is like, if anyone can get under Strenx's skin, it is going to be Cooler. He seems to
Yeah.
know how to play him so effectively.
Yeah, I tipped before the game that Cooler would win 2-1, but it's actually, that Strenx would win 2-1, but it's
Yeah.
actually been Cooler coming out on top, so quite an impressive performance.
Very
Cooler
much.
say good luck in finals.
Strenx said it.
That's going to be it.
Strenx said it.
So
GG,
who's the
guys.
finals going to be? Is it going to be Pavel versus Cooler?
We